Alright, so let's recreate what we did a little bit ago, which is we're going to make a human. You could choose from like the pre-made characters, which are all really cool, but if you don't, you also meet them in game. And you can be an undead version of all the characters. I don't feel like dealing with the social part of that right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I usually play a dwarf, and I have a dwarf in my other game. I have 2 dwarves, obviously. So, this time, I'm just going to play a regular old warrior. Human warrior. What happened to warrior? Oh, is it fighter? I'm a dumbass. There it is. Appearance. I'm an alabaster gentleman. Let's scoot in a little bit and take a look at this face. You gotta look at the face. I like that one. I like this. This hairstyle is good. That's all good. Preset fighters, good talents. As I was saying, you could be taught to animals in this game if you take the talent Pet Pal. And since I like animals a lot, I'm gonna go with that. Tags. I'm gonna go with Barbarian and Scholar because I think that's a kind of interesting combination. And we'll stick with the Bansori for our music. And now, I'm going to go ahead and go quiet here and let this intro movie play so everybody knows what we're talking about. Character's name is Sandor. We could change that if we want, but what? Why? Well, Sandor's pretty cool. We could make it McMaster, I guess. Let's do that, I guess, since I'm so awesome. Alright, that's McMaster. Alright, I'm going to go quiet, start this intro thing. I'll be back in a minute.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
Alright, so here we are. Let's take a quick talk. Now I know I'm kind of late to the boat here. Don't get me wrong.
So it wasn't a dream after all.
You know.
Not a very chatty fellow, are you?
When it comes to this game, so there's going to be a lot of stuff that you may have seen, but I'm really impressed with.
You're there. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
One thing I really like about this game, so far, I mean, you can barter with people, of course, but is that like even the narrator is voiced. I really like that as a streamer because, like, when I was playing through, what is the game? Pillars of Eternity. my voice would just start to give out after a while, just because, like, just the reading the narration and again somewhat of a serious tone kind of took a toll on my voice. I don't know why, but so this way, you know, with all the narration read, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, Chris, it's all voiced. It's pretty cool.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm sure. I had so much passion in my voice. So one of the things that I do like, of course, is that it has the classic role-playing game. You know, you have responses based on your statistics, and also your tags, a scholar and a barbarian. With this one, we're going to go with a scholar. Muse at the room by the shape stream. You can tell you're on a Lucian class frigate, but why?
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Fort Joy, that's one of those, like, oxymorons, right?
A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
You pull at the thing around your neck futilely, demand to know why she collared you.
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Source spells of yours? See what happens.
Nope.
Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. Promise.
Nope.
My, aren't we a meek little lamb? Perhaps I needn't have collared you at all, though it does look darling on you.
It's a good point.
So let's just leave it on, shall we? Because, to answer your question, what the collar does is this. It makes you unable to cast Source.
Yeah, I'm not getting jammed by
For
her.
your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
I will kill her eventually, obviously, but... Let's go read the ancient book. It's fun. However, this is not narrated. The Source King insists there are no magics too foul, even those that would block or even remove the source within an individual. I delight in his madness. It is an invitation to manipulate all which we once believed immutable. He provides all manner of experimental subjects. Checks beneath list a series of hexes and materials required for meeting source.
Really?
Some of these objects are circled in black ink and annotated as follows. So, is there, I don't know, whatever. Let's go talk to our new friends. I'm sure they're going to be alive a really long time.
Good gods.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Amid the dangles.
There's been a murder.
Ooh.
A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time.
Word.
Or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it.
Roger Waters.
Always does. You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man.
Booyaka.
Small ones this time, thank the gods. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
Booyaka. Let's talk to
The young
Dick here.
Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
What's up, sissy?
I'll need
Let's
to
talk to
write a
Gibbles.
head copy. Ugly sight, isn't it?
Negative.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Lost in the sauce.
Finn didn't see it like that.
Oh,
He
yeah,
was
I
desperate
know.
for us to help him.
Oh, I'm sure you were.
Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow.
And Timothy
his own
Dalton.
source.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
We'll find out who did this. Speaking of,
Uh-huh.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time.
I was
Didn't
tired.
even stir.
It was all that murdering I was doing.
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship.
Ooh.
Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Not with that collar on you, aren't.
Well, how do you know? I'm a crazy
Listen.
man.
I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
Really?
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Think about it. It's one of you who got
Oh,
killed.
sorry. I laughed
Not
in
one
her
of us.
face.
We want to find who did it and bring them to justice. Who's your real enemy here? You let me know if you hear anything.
I mean,
Whoever
these
did this
guys are
is
100% my enemy, so I'm sticking with my original answer on this one. I want to go up. I want to go up on the deck.
Hatch is
and-
blocked.
Oh,
I'll need to find another way.
I was gonna chill out for a while and see what was going on, but if the hatch is blocked, the hatch is blocked, you know.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Oh, no.
Rolling dice. Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
Good, good.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She smiles contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
Everybody's gonna think that until this kitten starts stabbing men to death in the corner.
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story somewhere.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you either,
A scruffy man
jackass.
lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this Trambiafan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Ask Ifan when the Master suspects him of murder.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
I mean, to be fair, I bet he wears big pants. You know, they're probably nice pants. I mean, no one's denying that. But I bet you they're big. God knows, I bet you they're the biggest damn pants on that ship. Okay. And did you do it? Okay.
The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Chris says, are we talking like a parachute pant? Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Oh, or maybe it's a big and tall pant store. Huh. It's a valid
Damn
question.
shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
Let's figure out what he did to get in here. How?
Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties.
Let's ask him about the Joy.
The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Say you'd like to meet Alexander. You'd show him exactly what you think of his bloody divine order.
Easy now. I might think the same. But Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
He'll blow a lot more than a blood vessel.
What are you conspiring about over there?
When I'm done with him.
What's your name?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee...
Name?
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robe.
Voluminous.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Is that right? Well, I've a few questions for you.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
Ooh.
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Ask what he's meant to be hearing.
Of course.
Quiet and listen to the sounds of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Tell him the ship is moaning like a sick
As a
man.
leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
But there's more.
Oh.
Listen close.
Okay.
There now, just like that.
I've seen more appetizing.
Aha!
Squeaking.
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
I heard it. What is it? The feel?
Don't you see, you beautiful idiot?
Oh.
Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
I want him to know that he shouldn't talk about burning such a magnificent beard.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate. Even here.
Ask him why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy.
No indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Say nothing.
It was one of them. I know it was one of them. A Divine Order loyal.
Uh-oh.
They killed a sorcery.
They found us.
They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
That right. I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mist. Your kind always hung closest to...
What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Slap his hand away.
We are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. I'll soon remedy that.
Oh boy.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
No.
Oh, goodness, no. And don't even mention the demon's testes that are turnips.
Well, I agree with him there, though.
On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
No.
Yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Oh, God, no.
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we?
Give it a shot, buddy.
As per your own testimony, you have the taste buds of a dung beetle, the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun. That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
I have half a mind to punch you in the face.
You should probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. You'll never attain the rank of slave with manners such as that. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
I love that guy.
One of us.
Let's talk to the dog.
You, sorcerer! Blood? No. Go!
What a jerk dog, man.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper.
Sing it.
Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too.
Sing it.
Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
It is somewhat of an indignity.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken
I need to not
pigs.
carry a water barrel with me.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable.
Let's see who else is all godchildren's. All the while the slime was under the building.
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this loaser woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
I am going to play along with her.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else.
I don't blame her.
What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
Yeah.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
True enough. Shake her hands. Lucy, you presume?
You presume right.
What, know anything about the murder?
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Hey, Chappers, what's up, man? Tell her she ought to have a look around, watch each other's
Thanks,
backs.
but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We
Good,
play
how
ball
have
every
you
day
been?
after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer.
That seems bad.
As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Good luck, Chief. Or good luck, Chief.
Sing us a song. I know you can.
Alright, so we have like a couple, maybe, of people left that no, we're getting...
I know it.
This is about all the people to talk to.
The elf is reading a volume of
wait,
Clemmy Hubert's
yeah.
famous encyclopedia.
This guy's pretty awesome.
He looks up, his big round
this
eyes
guy's a
scanning
total
your body,
asshole.
absorbing every detail. He reaches out and takes your hand, turning it this way and that, examining it from every angle. Finally, he pinches your skin, gently tugging at it.
Fascinating.
That's JC Lebedev, isn't it? Chris? Yeah, Thane is pretty cool.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Stare at him in shock and ask what the hell he's doing. Ask whether the book he's reading is any good. He seems engrossed in it. Ask who you're speaking to. Reach over and ruffle his hair with a grin. I'm gonna do that.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my apologies, human. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Yeah, this is right at the beginning. This is the like we made a character and we're on a ship and a slave collar. The slave collar thing just stops us from using our source magic.
Yes. The niceties. My name is Fane. I am a scholar from... Well, I am a seeker of knowledge. That is enough. It is pleasurable to meet you.
Ask what exactly he's saying. There's a lot of knowledge in the world.
Hardly. I've been reading this one for several minutes and I have yet to find a single insight into the mysteries of the universe. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history? Oh, please. I have no interest in... No. I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about
the gods.
This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind? Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else?
Yeah, I played the first game a little bit. It didn't really catch me that much, but this one so far I'm really fascinated with.
Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Shrug. Let's talk to this jackass.
It's a register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far?
As be fine, collared like a dog and stuff in a ship's hold with a corpse on a murder.
He tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
Sorry you're upset, sir, but we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Oh, it's always got
as food. I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Me too, man. I love plague pigs.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters.
Now he tugged his collar.
Trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
Oh.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
She's like really enterprising. She's like, listen, I'm just getting started with a Midas.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad.
Probably.
You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this man.
Chappers ask how Sonk's doing. So Sonky is good. She and her friends that she works with are, I think, playing Settlers of Catan right now over at one of her friends' houses. So they've been trying to play D&D and stuff like that. I don't know how that's going, but hopefully Settlers will go well for them. I'm trying to get her to play this in a co-op game, which I think would be a lot of fun. Alright, so maybe for there are others whose lives must end.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Alright, I can't wait to get involved. Never mind. Oh god. Have Sawking stand in and the chick be McMaster. If it was for pinball or something, that would be pretty hilarious. Or something Sarah's like really good at. If we had like a Binding of Isaac one, it should be like the most outrageous victory. It's hard to get Sarah to play competitive games. Except for maybe stuff like that. I totally bet she would play some pinball. She just doesn't like to play with people most of the time, unless she knows them. She had some bad experiences with World of Warcraft, so she's kind of a little gun shy about all that crap. So let's see what this dude has, right? We got a knife on a stick, which is nice. We got a mallet. Let's go ahead and throw on the shield and okay, yeah. Now, let's run upstairs to see what's rocking. So we got some Captain America crap, right? Alright. Let's go talk to this dog, yo.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching. The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge.
You sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Too much. Please, make it stop.
Ask the job. His job isn't done. Sorcerers, tell it to go find who did this.
Too much. Too much. Can't smell. Can't breathe.
Alright, here we go.
And continues pawing at its nose.
All left empty. Let's see. Now this one, I believe we have to just kind of
That doesn't bode well.
bash the door until it's gone. Oh wow, did that not break?
Thank gods. By divine grace, who was that howling?
That's me.
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
Not to say, take the collar off, I'll help you.
Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Saw it coming, I did. Sorcerer mutiny.
Told him there's no mutiny.
Your lies and...
Alright, I mean, he wants me to stab him in the head. I'll stab him in the head. But that's, you know. Let's throw a shield. Oh, snap. Can I guard or something? I like that. Yeah, the voice acting is pretty good. So hit my armor, and I'm gonna hit him in the face. So, I mean, that didn't really work out for him. He's wearing some nice pants. I'm gonna put those pants on while staring angrily at my opponent. And that's how I ended my turn. Putting on pants. Like a pants wearer. Totally not cool, so I'm gonna have to kill you. With my hammer. He kind of lifted up off the ground. Yep. Alright, I don't actually want to stab him anymore. So there we go. That's how I do, man. Crazed. Alright, let's loot this cool stuff. Oh, a trap disarming kit. In there? Yeah, nice. Okay. Journal. That's what we want. And a letter. I think it's a ticket to an aeroplane. Nothing in the desk. Alexander's buzzed. What can I do to this? Can I smash it? I think that'd be fun. What's its hit points like here? So it's just
Bishop Alexander. If Lucian were alive, what would he think of his son's divine order?
Oh, I did want to play Undead. I just kind of decided I'll do it in another playthrough. I really wanted to like just kind of move it, you know. Yeah, there we go. So there we go.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck, and quick!
I like it here. What's he talking about?
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarre
undead,
and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree?
Me.
It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid.
True.
No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
Oh.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
I know your god did not gift you with much, but kindly used the little you were given. Do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? Trifling matters like water and poison do not concern me. No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk to shore. Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over. Remember, one of your race's weaknesses is having your lungs filled with water until you can no longer breathe. So, try to avoid that, perhaps.
The skeleton resumes his search, leafing through page after page, while hunching over the book in a futile attempt to keep it dry.
Well, alright. It's alright. Let's see. Oh god, one of our submarines. But yes, I also hope that
snaps into splinters.
Tom wasn't murdered by an eccentric inventor.
Pounding on the hull.
Yeah, that poor lady, man. That's pretty messed up, you know.
The marking on the door was painted. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The colour drains from your hand, and you are left numb. It doesn't budge. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Save real quick there. Alright, you can get away looting this guy. You can also, here, let's just pick up the good part of a sword. Let's just equip good part of a sword. Now. What's in the box? Oh, a handkerchief. Oh, wait, no, I didn't want to close it. Alright, let's go up here and cause some trouble, shall we? Alright. These bugs need stabbing. See? And that's just what I'll do. One of these days, I guess these bugs are gonna stab all over you. Are you ready, bugs? Alright, I'll stop now. No, let's move it here. Ah, sons of bitches. And then do battle stomp, you know? I mean, Badoosh. Oh yeah, why didn't I do this first? What the hell's wrong with me? Everybody thinks that all the time, man. I'm totally encouraged now. This guy's got no shot at me. Way encouraged. Oh, see? Really encouraged. That's an encouraging kind of thing. You know. Alright. I'm gonna stop being a total jag-off now. Oh wow, that was a lot of fun there, I bet. So, what is down there? Is it just fire and pain? Because, cool, I guess, but is there anything interesting? No, nothing worth scooting over there to try to get. Oh, you know. But we could probably loot these guys. I thought this... Oh wow, makeshift wand, okay, sure. I get that. McMaster, yeah, I love toy wooden blocks. Let's go over here. Because I'm pretty sure this gets set on fire, like almost immediately, so I'm a little surprised that it's not right now. Oh, it's when you come up here, I bet. No fire, this is... Whatever. Let's get going.
A lifeboat. That means there's still a chance.
Well, there's always a chance.
Come on, Aaron, ticket the rope. Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
Is that what the old stories say, though?
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
Obie Trice is right.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Alright, I'll go back.
Thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
I do hear that. Was that a friendly you hear? Or... I don't know, it didn't sound friendly. Alrighty, what's going on? Oh, finally get to loot some piles of gore. I love piles of gore. They don't talk back. So, yeah, from what I understand, that elf can lick people and tell what's wrong with them or something, or where they've been, or Cotton Eye Joe.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
Oh, we should kill her. I don't think I can help her. I'll let her drown. It's funnier that way. Is that a safe? No. Okay, whatever.
There's a... Wait!
What?
I'm woken!
Who woke them? Who woke them? Does my honky stomp? Can I... Oh, I can totally line it up there. I can catch him in the honk stomp. There we go. Oh, snap!
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
No, yeah, they're not scary if we beat the crap out of them the second they're like, hey guys, what's... Oh, God! Oh, you just messed with a dwarf pirate.
Let the games begin.
And the games are beginning. Is that one dead? Yeah, looks like. Okay, good.
They who are about to triumph.
I always heard it as those of you about to rock, we salute you, but...
Glory is mine.
Whatever, I guess.
Bugs would sink the ship on my...
Stupid bugs. There's this comic, I don't know if you guys heard the comics. So there's this comic a long time ago. Well, I mean, actually, I don't know. It's probably still somewhat relevant. Called Bone. And it's more of a comic, like cartoony, and it's about these little bone guys and them trying to survive and all this crap. But anyway, at one point they're being chased by these kind of monsters that look like big rats, and running through the forest.
Away, the sea's
and he comes up to this cliff and sees like there's this tree, and he works his way out in the very farthest branch of the tree. This is, I believe, Found Bone. And he's very, very farthest out. And he's like, ha, those are rat creatures would have to be pretty stupid to come out here. And then like the next panel is all the rat creatures standing like right next to him, and the tree's snapping, and he's like, stupid rat creatures. And I don't know why, that made me think of that for some reason. There I get slowed, because all of this is like frozen or death fogged or something, I guess. I don't know, but I like looting, and I'm gonna pull a bucket. We're gonna wear a bucket. Yeah. Time for battle. I still want to know how to get into the larder or whatever this is up here. Isn't there playing cards or something around here? You're gonna want those playing cards, yeah. I want those playing cards. Get them. All of them. Why would you only want a handful of them? What a jackass move that would be. Alright, whatever. Let's go upstairs. So I beat those guys up in the face and ass areas. And this dog is never going to listen to... Oh, wait. Oh, forgot about this. Oh, knockdown arrow. That's nice, I guess, right? So, go out here. Aww. Well, lardy-dar. Lottie-dottie. Lottie.
I have plans for you, child.
Rise from your grave.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
High Judge Roy Orbison. There's a stranger in my house. That's Ronnie Millsap, though. I mean, let's not get confused and upset. Somewhere around that I can't see. Now, okay, so this is a really attractive area. They did a really great design job, like on the actual graphics and stuff for this game. I really dig the way this place looks. It's very lush, a lot of movement, a lot of interactivity. So let's kind of take a quick look around. Flower pot. Alright, there we go.
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
Oh, Jerkus Rex. Oh, look, a small child.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Why? But are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
What a jackass this kid is. Let's beat him up.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy.
Well, they may well be wrong and crazy.
Maybe you're right.
I know, Tim. I'm a good guy.
They don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than outside.
Ask him about his parents. That'll make him happy.
They're gone now.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're back there with your new pony and all that, all your pets that ran away.
But you didn't die.
Why doesn't you scared, boy? Oh my god, I'm an idiot.
I guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Say skin of a
There isn't
teeth.
anywhere safer. That's what I mean.
Fair
You'll
enough.
see.
Alright, Ham Jam. We'll get on out of here, Tam Tam. Oh, I can reach it, I bet. I think the game's pulling a fast one on me. I think I can reach it, and it just doesn't believe in it. Doesn't believe in itself enough. Stupid Tim Tam. Whisperwood. I got some Whisperwood. Alright, one of the funniest things about this game to me so far is sneaking. Because that is really convincing. I mean, also really elaborate. No! Of course I'm a fortified bit.
I know you.
At least these creepy turds are gonna talk to me. You hit them with a cap. Everybody likes getting hit with a cap. Go over here. Oh yes, it's very similar. I'm gonna hit him with the neutron stomp though this time. Bam! Then I'm gonna encourage myself because I'm doing great. Real great. Oh, he did a little bit of actual damage to me. That bothers me. And warriors in this game are pretty tight.
These bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Did I just level up? Yeah. Constitution and strength. Then single-handed. Then telekinesis. I like being able to move stuff. You know, when I say move it, I like to. See? Move it. Thanks, big guy. I appreciate that. It's like a ding in EverQuest. Uh-oh. It's the Red Prince. Everybody loves the Red Prince, right? He wants to enslave them.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare.
Oh.
His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
Greet him heartily and say you're glad to see he survived the shipwreck. He's the one taken by John Say you've a bone to pick with him.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for.
Take your beating. Wait.
Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we?
Well, I like getting carried away.
Now then, if there's nothing further. If you really
What are
must
you
know,
gonna
I
do
haven't
next?
quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing here contemplating the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
See memories, childhood days spent in the sun.
Memories.
That's, you know.
Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
Let's see. Ask him what he means by lost.
What do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Well, okay.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
3. Scholar. A red lizard. That can only mean one thing. The notorious Red Prince.
The very same. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said,
I am wearing
suppose
a
I must
bucket.
own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment.
This might be one of my favorite screenshots ever, in fact. Look at this. This is so fantastic.
The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag.
What?
But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Invite him to travel with you. Maybe you can even help him get his throne back.
Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship, after all.
Let's see what this guy is.
Fine. I accept. On one condition.
Alright.
For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of the mystics of my kind.
Oh, they say I'm a dreamer. I'm not the only one.
I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island.
Ooh.
Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things first.
This guy's okay. He's just kind of a butthole.
Even if you
Me
are
too.
as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying.
Obviously, yes.
As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic and, yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
We can use 2 fighters, because I think we're going to find a
Onwards
mage and
then
everything.
to victory or death.
It'll be pretty entertaining.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
We're going to punch everyone to death.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address.
I'm going to make
Your
him wear a
Majesty,
bucket.
Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, my lord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings.
That is fortunate.
Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.